gate is rolling for race number 5. It's Aladdin Dulac and Bag of Cash and Brody Scrapper to the inside. In the center, Malicious and Puppy Meadow to the outside. Lost That Lovin' Feelin', Sports Sense, and Outlaw Duke Worthy. The field for race number 5 is at the start in the rough, and Brody Scrapper, Malicious, and Papiamento leave out with Aladdin Dulac, and also getting out his Sports Sense. The field sprints around that first turn. Brody's Scrapper's got the lead. Malicious is second. Papiamento third. Then it is Aladdin Dulac and Sports Sense and Bag of Cash, and the trailing pair. Lost That Lovin' Feelin' and Outlaw Duke Worthy. Brody Scrapper 7-2 on the board. Has the lead for Daryl Teason. Malicious at 9-1 is racing second. Papiamento is heavily favored 1-5 on the board third. 28-2 opening quarter. And racing fourth is Aladdin Dulac. Sports Sense to the outside. Then it is back to Bag of Cash and Lost That Lovin' Feelin' and Outlaw Duke Worthy. And it is Brody Scrapper with the front as they race their way up towards the half. Brody Scrapper and Daryl Teason with a lead of a length and a half. Here comes Sports Sense now, and driving to the outside is racing first up second. Third to the inside is Malicious, and Papiamento is situated second over fourth. The half was 58. Aladdin Dulac is fifth on the inside. Bag of Cash is racing position sixth. Then it is Lost That Lovin' Feelin' and Outlaw Duke Worthy. Brody Scrapper, no one stepping up to scrap with Brody Scrapper right now. Leads by about 2.5 or 3. Malicious reclaims second. Sports Sense is a weakening third. And then to the outside, Papiamento now is driving 3 wide and is taken third. Fourth is Sports Sense, and then Aladdin Dulac and Bag of Cash. And then Lost That Lovin' Feelin' and Outlaw Duke Worthy. 3/4, 126-1. And they turn for home. Brody Scrapper on down the stretch drive they come. Brody Scrapper driving on to the finish, closing Papiamento, but Brody Scrapper is going to hold off Papiamento and win it by a length. And then third, Bag of Cash, and it looked like it might have been Aladdin Dulac picking up fourth, mile of 156 flat. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race 5, number 3, Brody Scrapper, 14-year-old Mach 3 Bay Gelding. The winning drive to Double Barrel, Daryl Teason. Tyler Schlotman's the trainer and shares an ownership with Kevin Skilton. 9th win this season, 74th lifetime for Brody Scrapper. It's a 3-5-2-1-4 top 5. The fifth race, payouts 3 Brody Scrapper, $965, $3.90. 5 Papiamento, $210. 2 Bag of Cash, $4. $2 Exactor, $46.20. Dollar Try, $87.30. 20-cent High 5, $119.53. 20-cent Pick 5, $23.61. Fifth race, sort of finished in the top, 43152-867. That's a 43152-867 on the bottom. For the sixth on parade, one Dark Reality, Dale Spence for Brenda Duncan and David Duncan. Number 2 is Force Away, Dan Meegans, drives and trains and owns. And 3, Be Blazin', Sammy Filia for Murray Brethren, Doug Millard and Barry McLennan. 4 is Bet I Will, Austin Sorry for Anthony Beaton and Hunt Racing. Number 6, Side Bet, Jay Harris for Teresa Stokes. And number 5 is 3 Times the Charm, Darren Rayner for Louis F. Timiatis. It's a field of 6 for race number 6. Let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 4, Bet I Will. Well, Bet I Will, in the final, the Autumn Series final last time, it only managed a 5th, but before that was racing consistently well, and it was a tough group in that final. But look at 8 out of 14 in the top 3 on the season. Bet I Will doesn't have a win yet, but 5 runner-up finishes, and I think now in this maiden class, Bet I Will has got a big chance to win. The tote board's telling you that. 1 to 9 on the board. Number 3, Be Blazin', well, is one that had a really good start October the 5th to finish a 3rd beaten length, but then the last 2 starts, one at Mohawk and then one here from the trailer post, didn't work well. But now from post 3, I think Be Blazin' is a threat to rebound and be a factor to get onto the exactor ticket. Sammy Filia for Murray Brether. Be Blazin' is 8 to 1. Number 1, Dark Reality, off of a second last time out, and that was a nice effort because it was way back early. 9th at the quarter, finished a second beaten for Dark Reality. Dale Spence for Brenda Duncan. The overall record isn't good yet, just that one start, but that was a really good start for Dark Reality, and he is 6 to 1. And number 2, Force Away, has been a fringe player and has doesn't have a top 2 finish yet in 10 tries, but 4/3 Force Away might be able to force his way onto the top 3 again. Dan Meegan's driving and training and owning this one, 21 to 1. But all the money is on number 4, Bet I Will, 1 to 9. Gate is rolling for race number 6. Dark Reality, Force Away on the inside. Be Blazin' and Bet I Will in the center. The outside, 3 Times the Charm and Side Bet. Field of 6, race number 6. Field for the 6th race. is at the start of the rough, and Bet I Will, three times the charm and side bet. Force Away, Be Blazing, Dark Reality on the inside. Bet I Will is able to come on and get the lead. Bet I Will, three times the charm, side bet is third. Force Away is racing fourth. Then Dark Reality and Be Blazing. Bet I Will has got the lead as they race on to the opening quarter. Over three times the charm is filling the pocket. Bet I Will is the 1-9 favorite. And on past the quarter they go. Bet I Will rolls past the quarter in 29-1 with three times the charm in a charmed spot in the pocket. Side Bet is racing third and is currently 3.5 lengths from the front. Force Away is racing fourth. Then it is Dark Reality and Be Blazing. And the field races their way off the turn and comes on towards us, and it is Bet I Will, who has a lead of a length and 3/4. Side Bet on the outside is working up a little bit closer now, and on the inside, three times the charm, still in the pocket. Half of 59, Force Away is racing fourth, then Dark Reality, and back trailing the field is Be Blazing. Bet I Will, the heavy favorite, with a lead of a length and a half. Three times the charm, still bravening up in the pocket. And that half of 59, they head on to 3/4. Bet I Will in Austin, sorry, three times the charm is second. Side Bet now weakens, and on the outside, Dark Reality is coming, and on the inside, Force Away. Dark Reality is making a spirited bid and wants to come up and try to take down the heavily favored Bet I Will. 128 and 4 the 3/4 time. Bet I Will, Dark Reality, and three times the charm, and Force Away as the field turns for home on down the stretch route they come, and Bet I Will is living up to his name. Bet I will and has and won it by about 2.5 or 3. Force Away. Then third is between Dark Reality and three times the charm. 158 and 2. There's a look at the winner. It's the driving hat trick for Austin Surrey. Bet I Will victorious. A 3-year-old Better's Delight Bay gelding by Hut Racing, trained by Anthony Beaton. First win for Bet I Will. Mile of 158 and 2. The sixth race, number 4, Bet I Will. 210, 210, 210, 2 force away, 830, 240. 5, 3 times the charm, 940. $2 exactor, 950. Dollar try, 152.95. Dollar super, 438.35. 20-cent super, 87.67. 20-cent pick 4, 708. Sixth race, or a finish from the top down, is a 425136. That's 425136 on the bottom. field for race number 7 on parade. 1 Hasselhoff, Austin Sorry for Darrell Laver and Leanne Davidson and Dave Walls and James Grant. 2 scratch 3 is Honolulu Vacation, Dale Spence for Cody Hawkins. And 4 is Trinidad, Daryl Thiessen for Richard LaRue. Number 5 is Get Wings, Paul McKenzie for Gary Ford and Janet Kinney. Number 6, Control the Power, Sammy Filya for David Snowden. And number 7 is Devil's Wish, Jay Harris for Anthony Beaton and Kevin McKinley and Martin Van Beek and Brandon Guerrera. Field of 6, race number 7. Let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 4, Trinidad, who's 10-1 on the board as the fans have gone to 5 Get Wings, and I anticipated that. But you know, Trinidad is one that raced very well here last time out, blasted to the front, and only one got by, and that was Century Lucifer, who was a well-meant winner. Trinidad, the form before that last race wasn't great, but I just think Trinidad looked so sharp in that last one. I wanted to look for the upset here, and Trinidad is one that overall has been decent in spots this year. And I did see this one race well at Grand River back in September as well. Mile of 53 and 1. In fact, had a mile of 52 and 3 there also, September the 24th. And Trinidad, I think, compares well here. And to get Daryl Thiessen driving Trinidad 9-1. Number 7, Devil's Wish, is one that, well, might have wished this one drew better, but look, gets off the gate well, has a couple of wins and a third in the past 3 starts. In fact, beat this class October the 12th in 55 and 2, and overall on the season is 10 out of 18 in the top 3. Racing for Anthony Beaton took a mark of 52 and 4 at Grand River. Devil's Wish is one that was probably going to blast despite the outside post position, can get off the gate well, and he's 5-1. Number 5, Get Wings, is one that moves up a level, but was really good last time out. And before that, struggled for a couple of starts in the non-winners at 2 at Mohawk. Get Wings, 3 wins in just 8 starts this year. This is one that's made just 16 starts lifetime. Still an improving 3-year-old better's wish called Get Wings. Paul McKenzie driving and training 3-5. I think is over bet because Trinidad and Devil's Wish, they're pretty fine as well. And I look at this as a more wide open dash than what the tote board is suggesting. And Trinidad is 5-1. You also get Devil's Wish at 9-2. But Get Wings 3-5. And number 6, Control the Power. Well, that last race at Rideau Carlton, October the 26th, was the first start back off of a long layoff. Had been off since the end of August. But look at this. This is one that flashes some decent overall speed and was a good earner last year and has some back class. Sammy Filya for David Snowden. This will be the second start for David Snowden with Control the Power. Had been with Jody Cullen before, but Control the Power is one that also you have to look at least as a potential to get on the ticket, 6-1. Fans are on 5 Get Wings, 3-5, but I'm on number 4 Trinidad, 5-1. Gate is rolling for race number 7. It's Hasselhoff and Honolulu Vacation on the inside. In the center, Trinidad and Get Wings. Into the outside, Control the Power and Devil's Wish. field for the 7th race. Field of 6. There at the start of the rough, and Get Wings is getting out well. Honolulu Vacation, Trinidad, Hasselhoff on the inside. Then Control the Power and Devil's Wish, but it is Get Wings who's sprouting wings early and has come on to get the lead. Honolulu Vacation is second. Hasselhoff is third. Trinidad is racing position fourth in front of Control the Power. And then it is back to the trailer Devil's Wish. Get Wings, 6-5 favorite, is able to get the lead and leads past a quarter of 27-4. Honolulu Vacation at 18-1 is second. Hasselhoff is third. Trinidad, and now popping to the outside, Control the Power, and then it is back to Devil's Wish. And the field works their way off the turn. Get Wings leading. Get Wings. Hasselhoff now moving up on the outside. Hasselhoff wants to hassle Paul McKenzie and Get Wings. And on the inside, Honolulu Vacation. Then Control the Power. And Trinidad, 56-4 halftime. And well back is Devil's Wish. They work their way on up towards the 5/8 and into the backstretch. Get Wings leads it. Hasselhoff is racing second. And then Honolulu Vacation and Control the Power is racing second over fourth. On the inside, Trinidad hasn't left the pylons, and they hustle on to 3/4. And it is Get Wings who's got the front. Getting some left-handed urging by Paul McKenzie to keep on going. It is Get Wings, Control the Power. And on the inside, Honolulu Vacation. And then backing away a bit is Hasselhoff. And Trinidad is sent out 4 deep. And now popping out from second comes Honolulu Vacation in pursuit of Get Wings. It's Get Wings and Honolulu Vacation and Control the Power. Down the stretch for Get Wings and Honolulu Vacation. Get Wings, Honolulu Vacation, and Trinidad. Get Wings wins it. Then Honolulu Vacation. Then it was Trinidad and Control the Power, 154-3. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 7. It's number 5, Get Wings, the winning drive to Paul McKenzie. Paul is also the trainer for owners Gary Ford and Janet Kinney. 3-year-old Better's Wish Bay Colt. 4th win in just 9 starts this year. 4th win lifetime for Get Wings, 154-3. 7th race, number 5, Get Wings. 450, 280, 210. 3 Honolulu Vacation, $13.0580. And 4 Trinidad, 220. $2 Exactor, 39.10. Dollar Try, 55.90. Dollar Super, 100, 86.10. 20-cent Super, 37.22. Seventh race, order of finish from the top is 5 scratch 2 3 1 4 6. That's 5 scratch 2 3 1 4 6 on the bottom. post sprayed for race 8. 1, Southwind Infusion. Jay Harris for Ashley Lenvoy and Gino Toscani. Number 2 is Big Sur, Damien McClellan for Boyd Wilson and Rick Ryer. Number 3 is Magical Ian, Jason Ryan for Anthony Beaton and David Lumsden. 4 is Written in Stone, Austin Sorry for Brenda Duncan and David Duncan. 5 is Brookdale Mickey. It's Dale Spence for Jared Mann and Ron Nobes and Charles Gazzola. Number 6, Typhoon Stride, Sammy Filia for Ashley Lenvoy and Gino Toscani. And number 7 is State 1 Smiley, Paul McKenzie for Justin Turcott and Gaston Dumont. It's a field of 7 for race number 8. Let's get a look at this field for the final dash. We'll start with number 5, Brookdale Mickey, and one that had a start just this past Thursday at Mohawk and was able to win in 53-1. You also see this one racing in 151-3 at Mohawk back about a month or so ago. And then also look at, you see this one September the 15th at Grand River, a win in 51-2. So Brookdale Mickey has some pretty serious wheels, certainly stands out in this class. Dale Spence for Jared Mann, Brookdale Mickey 2-5. Others, number 2, Big Sur. 6 wins in 19 starts on the year. Most recently raced well here. Look, has had tough posts in each of the last 3 starts. That last race, though, was a good outing. Big Sur now with a favorable post and has some gate speed. Big Sur has got a lot of back class. Just might have something to say about things in here. 8-1 seems like a value. Damien McClellan for Boyd Wilson. Big Sur could be dangerous. Others, number 1, Southwind Infusion. Well, this is the second start off of a layoff, and that first start back was from post 8, so it just wasn't a factor at all. But maybe now, second start back. Look, this is one that was racing against some tougher company at Grand River. If you go back and look at June, back-to-back wins in June at Grand River, one of them in 52-4 and the other one in 53-3. So Southwind Infusion capable of being infused into the top 3, 9-1. Jay Harris driving. And number 6, Typhoon Stride, a fringe player of late and doesn't have a win on the year, but can be used, I think, somewhere on the ticket. Typhoon Stride, Sammy Filia for Ashley Lenvoy is currently 11-1. Number 5, Brookdale Mickey is getting all the love, 1-2. Gate is rolling for race number 8. Southwind Infusion, Big Sur on the inside. In the center, Magical Ian, Written in Stone, and Brookdale Mickey. To the outside, Typhoon Stride, State 1 Smiley. It's a field of 7 for race number 8. field for the 8th race. He is at the start of the rough, and Big Sur leaves with Magical Ian, and Brookdale Mickey and Typhoon Stride into the front four. Southwind Infusion, then it is back racing second from last, Written in Stone, and now Written in Stone is racing third last in front of Typhoon Stride and State One Smiley. Big Sur's got the lead, but now on the outside, Brookdale Mickey, 1-9 favorite, is being driven aggressively up to come on and command the lead past the opening quarter. Brookdale Mickey 27-4 and leads right now by about 3.5. Big Sur is racing position second. Magicaline third. Southwind Infusion on the outside now is sharing third. Then fifth is Written in Stone. Then State One Smiley and Typhoon Stride. And the field races off the turn. Brookdale Mickey and Dale Spence freewheeling on top with a lead of about 3.5 lengths over Big Sur. Southwind Infusion first up third. Magical Ian is fourth to the inside. Written in Stone's racing fifth. Then Typhoon Stride and State One Smiley is trailing. Brookdale Mickey on top by about 3 lengths. Big Sur second. Magical Ian third, and Southwind Infusion. Typhoon Stride, Written in Stone, and trailing is State One Smiley. They head their way on to 3/4 off that 56-1 halftime. Brookdale Mickey, no one challenging Brookdale Mickey, freewheeling it, leading by about 4 over Big Sur. Magical Ian is third, Typhoon Stride fourth, then Written in Stone and State One Smiley and Southwind Infusion. But it's all Brookdale Mickey off 3/4, 123-4. And Brookdale Mickey was fired up this evening. Brookdale Mickey is going to win under wraps and take it by about 6 or 7 lengths. Then Big Sur, Magical Ian, Typhoon Stride, and State One Smiley. 152-2, Brookdale Mickey. There's Brookdale Mickey. Dale Spence, the winning drive. Brookdale Mickey is a 5-year-old, always be Mickey Bay gelding. Oh, but Ron Nobes and Charles Gazzola, Jared Mann, the trainer. It's the 6th win this season, 14th lifetime. Brookdale Mickey, 152-2. 8th race payouts 5 Brookdale Mickey, 210, 210, 210, 2 Big Sur, 260, 230, 3 Magical Ian, 330, $2 exactor, $6, dollar try, 10.25. We had a 20-cent high five, 32.19, $2 double, $8.60, dollar pick 3, 6.50. The eighth race order of finish from the top down. 7236145. That is 7236145 on the bottom. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program for this Sunday evening at Flamboro Downs. Our next racing event is this Wednesday, first dash 6:25 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shanna.